How's it going, guys? I'm your host Korriban Gaming. Welcome back to another AQ Nostalgia Quest episode, and today welcome back to Season 6 Episode 1 of Nostalgia Quest. So I have a brand new build for this season over here, and if you guys have seen my stuff, or if you guys have been stalking my character page since like somewhere around yesterday night, then you would know that you already know what this new build is. So I did a little bit of experimenting here and there. I'm not sure if this is 100% how I want it to be yet, so I am still taking suggestions. So after watching this video, if you have any suggestions on how you think I can improve on the build, do feel free to let me know down in the comment section below as well, because I did struggle in making some of the decisions here. Okay, so let's start off with the stats. Okay, so stats are 250 intellect, 250 dexterity, and 250 luck. Now, why did I chose to go with this stat build? First of all, intellect, obviously, because I love playing a mage. I love having the MP bar as a resource bar, so 250 intellect is a definite must. Now, next stat, dexterity. Okay, so this one is probably coming as a shocker to many of you guys, because it's no secret that I'm not such a big fan of the ranger build, but they are still some pretty viable if I'm being very honest. So after looking at some videos, after looking at some build ideas, I decided to give this Ranger Pyre hybrid build a shot. So that's why you see 250 dexterity. And the reason why I think this is actually a decent build is because mages, they focus on bursting, right? So after you burst through your like 4 spells, and if the monster is still alive, what do you do then? Weapon damage, not that much for mages. Your skills are also more expensive for mages. Then you don't really have a better option after you exhaust your spells. So what happens then? And that's when dexterity comes in, because the way dexterity is set up right now is that after a certain period of turns, your damage increases, and after like 4 or 5 turns, I can't really remember the math behind this, it actually becomes more than the base damage that strength gives you. So after your 4 or 5 turns of spell casting, if the monster is not dead, then using a dexterity or a ranged weapon is the next best solution for most amount of damage. And that was my train of thought when going to this. So I thought, hey, that actually seems very good on paper. But as you guys know, talking about it on paper, theorizing, theory crafting, all that, doing the math and whatnot, is just half. In fact, it's less than half of it. You really have to play and experiment with the build to see if it suits your playstyle, if you like it, if it is actually as good on paper as it is inside of the game. Okay, and the last stat, I actually chose to go with 250 luck. Okay, again, this might come as another shocker to you guys, because the number one question might be, why not charisma? And simple reason is because I used the optical miscellaneous item. Initially, I was trying to be smart, and I wanted to split between charisma and luck. I wanted a little bit of both, leaning towards charisma, so I was trying to go for 200 charisma and 50 luck. Then I tested it out with the optical miscellaneous item. So for those of you guys that don't know, optical is a miscellaneous item that boosts your pet's lucky strike rate. So if my pets are all dealing lucky strikes, then the damage is actually not that much, because I don't have my luck stat maxed out. Even if I have my charisma stat maxed out, it's still not that good with optical if I don't have luck stat, because all your lucky strike damage is based off the luck stat. So yeah, I decided that if I am going to be running optical miscellaneous item, it is going to be better for me to invest my points inside of luck rather than instead of charisma. And luck also benefits my main character as well, not just my pets and my when it comes to the lucky strikes. That's why I think luck is probably better. On top of that, it also gives me a chance to go first, which is obviously nice, and a bunch of other small things like status infliction and all that, which is also nice as well. So let's start off the build over here. So for the weapons, Spear of Awe, obviously I don't think there's any other way to go about doing this, and I changed my no drop to energy simply because I think energy has the least amount of options when it comes to playing this particular build. That's why I chose to go with energy for my no drop. And then we have Infernal Champions Armaments. Now it's the bow version over here. So Infernal Champions Armaments, the bow, I think it's 100 proc. No, it's not 100 proc. Okay, let's see. Okay, this is the regular attack, and then I think it's 20 proc or something. Okay, I'll showcase more of that later. So the bow sticking with this one. Number one is because I just got it, and number two is because I was debating between this and El Muchacho. So if you guys prefer to see El Muchacho, back before this package, this Infernal Champion package got released, El Muchacho was the best fire weapon for rangers, hands down. I think it still is right now, but then it didn't have much synergy with the rest of what I wanted to do. So I thought putting Infernal Champions armaments inside here is probably a slightly better idea, but I'm still experimenting. So if I don't really like it, or if I think it's not really giving me the value that I want, I may switch it out for El Muchacho, because I already did buy that package a while back, so that option is still there. Next up, Spacefarer's Frost Cannon for Ice. Okay, so this one, oh, by the way, this one has a chance of inflicting fire burn on your opponent, for those of you guys who don't know what it does. Okay, next up, Spacefarer's Frost Cannon. This was from, I think it was last year or 2 years back. Frost Veil range weapon. You can upgrade this inside of the inventory to change it to melee, range, or magic modes. All three are different, so that's quite unique. No, not last year. I think it was 2 years ago. So yeah, this one, it has the normal attack. It has a chance to freeze your foe. I know, I talk a lot about, you know, the prevalence of freedom among bosses nowadays, but there really isn't a better ice weapon that I kind of want, in my opinion, so I chose to go with this. You can also click on it, so you have to spend 196 SP to charge for 1 turn, and I know this is a huge cost for someone like me who doesn't like to play, you know, on the 20 turn model, but on the next turn you get a pretty decent amount of damage, and we can get it to Lucky Strike. Yeah, it's basically a nuke. You do have to spend 1 turn charging it, so that is a downside. And the regular attack, you can just freeze. Okay, oops. Okay, so the freeze chance isn't super high, but if you pair it with other like potence boosting items like your Spotter Drake, let me just bring that out. I think I have that right. Spotter Drake, and then if I bring out my Optical, I think that will increase the chance by quite a fair bit. Okay, freeze beam mode. Let's see if you can get it. Okay, there we go. So yeah, freeze is pretty good, but you know, if the boss has freedom, then it's going to be worthless. But this one, I can still use the charging mode to nuke if I want to. So yeah, the versatility is there. That was what I wanted. Next up, Mega Soaker. Now, initially this was supposed to be Perfect Pike, and Perfect Pike is probably the best weapon if you're running Charisma, but because I don't have Charisma, I have to switch it out, and that's when I realized that, gosh, there actually aren't any good water range weapons. So the next best thing that I had, or actually that I had to get, was the Mega Soaker, and this one consumes 1 HP potion and 1 MP potion to deal an extra 100% damage for 2 turns. Extra 100% damage is absolutely huge, but you guys know me, I love to use my potions, so that is unfortunately one downside for me. That being said though, I do think it's worth it because I can just refill 25 at any time, and 25 is more than enough to get me through probably the entire quest, assuming I don't use it for healing. So yeah, Mega Soaker, not my number one pick, but you know, there really aren't any other stuff out there. If Perfect Pike had an option to toggle back to using luck instead of charisma, then yeah, Perfect Pike will be the pick here, but right now it'll go to Mega Soaker because I'm not running charisma. Next up, Gloomglaive. Earth once again don't have many options, but I also wanted a harm toggle somewhere, just in case, you know, I can handle some monsters with like very low resistances. So this was the best one that I could have. So you click on it, it gets this. Oh, that's the special attack. Oh, okay, special is decently strong, not as strong as what is supposed to be in Dragon Fable, and of course the artwork on this looks absolutely amazing. That being said though, this is mainly there purely because of the harm toggle. Next up, Haunted Dragonlord's Might. Okay, wait, what? Might? Hold on. No, I wanted the range version. Okay, I don't have the range version, I think. Never mind, we will switch that out after this video. I will probably go and upgrade it, or if you can't upgrade it, then I have to go and buy it. I can't remember if I have it. I don't think I do. Yeah, unfortunately, I think I have to go and buy it. So, the range version of this heals SP. Again, not my first pick because I already have a SP healing weapon in Infinitia. I'll go through that later. So, I was thinking I wanted something different. And you guys know me, I don't like to play the same effect for everything. I like to mix it up with different effects because otherwise it gets very boring if I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again. So it's just something that I want, but there really aren't any good options for win, so that's my next best bet. The next best one is probably some wind poison thingy, okay, which also heals your SP or heals your HP, I can't remember, but I think that's worse than the Haunted Dragon Lord stuff, so I decided to stick with the Haunted Dragon Lord in the end. Next up, Exalted Unity. So this one, no change from my previous build. This has a melee range and magic version. That was why I decided to stick with this. And even though it does require some form of charging, but it's just so versatile. You get auto hit, okay, which is always nice. You get empower, you get imbue. So yeah, even though it takes a bit of time to charge, but this being a super versatile weapon, I just had to put it in there. And last but not least, we have Infinita stuff. So this one heals you based on how much damage you deal. If I wanted to heal MP, I can leave it in the magic mode. But if I wanted to heal SP, I can leave it in the range mode, and this is based on how much damage you deal. So the more damage you deal, the more SP you heal. So this is actually pretty good if you stack it with other damage boosters. So yeah, very strong item for sure. Next up, shields. Okay, Shield of Awe is my energy shield. Infernal Champion's Curse. So this one obviously for synergy with the Infernal Champion. Armaments. Okay, if I was running El Muchacho, I'll probably switch out the shield to something like maybe Fazet Moglu. I don't really know yet. But yeah, and then next up, Water with Celtic Wheel for the intellect drive when I'm bursting with the spells. I'll go through that later. Eternal Champion's Defiance. This is great because it gives Panic and Choke Potent. So Panic Potent's obviously very good when I combine it with my Creature Serving Tool, which I'll go through later. Lost Talent Tower Shield. This is for compression. So right now it resists, I don't know why it resists, I can't remember, but yeah, I can imbue it to resist ice and light as well. So this can resist 3 elements at a very cheap cost of only 78 SP per turn. So this is one of the best compression shields inside of the entire game. Minus 26% to 3 elements, guys, that's insane. So this one is just because I don't have enough slots, that's why I decided to get this. I think this is for wind. Yeah, this is for wind. Okay, because there weren't any good wind and let me see, fire, wind and ice. Yeah, wind and ice. So this one has wind and ice compression. That was why I decided to get this. Strawberry Shield Cake, the best shield in the game, hands down. Okay, no, you do not need 20. No. Yeah, so yeah, the best shield inside the game, you need a bit of charging, but that being said, there's just so many things you can do with it. Celerity, charisma, crit chance, imbue, shield, damage reduction. Like, absolutely amazing. I would get all of the elements if I was rich, but I am not, so I only have the light version right now. Okay, for darkness, Eclipse Dragonlord's Will, because we don't have a better shield, and there's just a lack of good darkness shields for mages, for rangers. Like this is purely for warriors. Warriors don't have much good items elsewhere, but in terms of darkness shields, I think they probably have the best one out there. So yeah, only because I don't have a better choice, that's why I chose to go with this. So if I click on it right here, you can see it's only 156 HP for like what, 300 SP. That is 392 SP. So yeah, I'm sacrificing almost 400 SP just to get 150 HP. And on top of that, this cannot crit and it's not boosted by anything. I no longer run quad force, so I don't have strength. So yeah, this is kind of crappy, but I don't have a better choice. That's why I chose to go with this. And last but not least, Tropo Shield. This one is not for any element resist, but really it's for damage. Okay, so I can inflict elemental vulnerability. Okay, so yeah, elemental vulnerability, I forgot what element you need to hit it with. Let's see. Yeah, this is the special. Very nice special, by the way. Oops, they resisted. Damn it, that was fast. Oh, Lucky Strike. You can see the Lucky Strike is really doing very nice. Oh my god, only 1 turn. So yeah, it's kind of fast. I need to stack it with another Ellie round. So Earth Energy and Fire Ellie round. So this is actually really strong if you want to boost your damage. And yeah, that's it for the shield. So this is like the Chieftain's Iron Thorn, the new modern Chieftain's Iron Thorn. Okay. Next up, Vampire, because I'm playing a hybrid build. Vampire armor, I don't think I'll be using it much, but I think it's still usable. You can use, I can't remember if it's strength, dex, and intellect, or it's just strength and intellect, or you know, or you can choose between the two. Oh, alter to use strength, intellect, and luck. Okay, so I do have intellect and luck. I don't have strength, unfortunately, so it's not 100% the most effective, but it's still decently effective since I have 2 out of the 3 stats. Ultra Guardian Robes, I still chose to start with Insightful. Death really wasn't that good because I'm not really playing a dodge build, so Death, so Insightful Ultra Guardian Robes being able to regenerate a bit of MP, I think that's probably my best bet. Not that we have a lot of good options anyways. Infernal Champion, I absolutely love this armor, and obviously I'm still going to be running it. Lots of different skills here, and you're playing a Beastmaster build, which I am, even though I'm running 0 Charisma. Okay, this is fantastic. Next up, Ice Necro Cavalry, no change here because it is the best ice nuking armor inside the entire game. So yeah, no change for this one. I absolutely love this armor. Next up, Fey Touch Knight's Regalia for water, and this one you have a bit of synergy Panic. Okay, and I have Panic from my creature 72, which I will showcase later on. So this is actually good. It has 105 initiative bonus, so if I want a chance of going first, I can equip this armor when I'm before I start off the battle, and on top of that I have 250 in 2 main stats and 250 in the luck stats. So couple of this armor, I am most certainly going to go first, apart from monsters with like 1000 initiative bonus. So this is actually really good. Okay, so first one, it's a nuking skill that eats your Panic, if I'm not wrong, or its damage is based off Panic basically. So if I creature 72 stack a bunch of Panic, this is a very nice and cheap nuking skill. It's only 113 SP, but it's actually super duper strong. Next up, this one, I can boost my spells by 18.8%. Unfortunately, the boost is based off strength. So without strength, it's not exactly this amount. I can't really remember what the amount is. It's only a very small boost, and it causes 196 SP. But you know, it's better than nothing. If I want to do spell casting, I can switch to this armor. I can use Celtic View. That will be my water defensive setup, and I can toggle this on for maximum spell boosting. Okay, and last but not least, we have Whim and Malice. This one only 20 SP per turn, super duper cheap for a 7.5 status potent. So if I want to inflict Panic with my with the creature 72 gas, yeah, this is perfect for it, allowing it to inflict Panic even easier. And I combine that with Optical Mist, that's like 17 status potents, not including like the shield and other stuff that I want equipped. So yeah, super duper high chance of inflicting any status effects that I want. That's very nice. Fortune Thief, okay, this is probably the best earth armor for fully offensive ranger. So again, another initiative bonus armor. If I wanted more initiative, I want a better chance of going first, I can go inside this one, and when you go first, okay, you deal extra damage, and if you go second, then you take lesser damage depending on your luck stat. So my luck stat is always going to be higher than my opponent unless they have like 300 or something. So yeah, this is a super good armor for fully offensive rangers. And the skill here, 113 SP for it's basically a cheap skill that can make your foe unlucky. So I'm oops, okay, hold on. That didn't trigger. Okay, because I'm using a bow. I think the bow is 100 proc. Okay, let me go ahead and do this. Yeah, so if I do this, so it's 4 hits, so that's actually pretty decent for normal bosses. Of course, it's not meant to be a nuking skill, okay, as you can see from the cost, but it still deals good damage against 100% earth resist, and you can see here, minus 81 luck. That honestly doesn't do much unless you can make the monster have negative luck, in which case they might get unlucky strikes, which is good. Other than that, I don't see the negative luck being a huge factor for, you know, regular battles. Maybe it can help with your status infliction a little bit, but I don't think it helps that much anyway. So yeah, it's still nice to have though. Next up, for Wind, Sharab, the best wind armor for rangers, hands down. So 3 different modes. This is, I can't remember what mode this is. Let me see here. Heart, Broken Heart, Star Arrow. So Star Arrows, I think it's just earth damage, and then you have this, yeah, it's just normal damage for the attack, doesn't really have anything special. And then you have this one, Love Hurts, 385 SP for a harm nuke. Guys, this is crazy. 3 hits too, so not too shabby. And a harm nuke, guys, how many armors actually come with a harm nuking skill? So very versatile. Next up, Heart Arrow. So Heart Arrows, let's see what this does. Nope. Oh, has a small chance of inflicting control on your opponent. So this is actually very good against normal enemies. Against bosses, this is crap, but against normal enemies, very useful. And then you have Love Arrows. This one, 385 SP. You can scramble their resistances and inflict berserk on them. So this acts like a Prime Chaos Orb, but what is different from Prime Chaos Orb is that monsters with Form Shift immunity are not immune to the elemental scrambling. So even if I meet a boss monster with form shift immunity, which honestly isn't that common, okay, I can still use this skill to go ahead and scramble their resistances. Yeah, guys, that's not even the best part. Okay, so look at this. Wait, increase outgoing. Wait, it doesn't say that. Oh, no, this one inflicts elemental vulnerability. Sorry, not berserk. Okay, so elemental vulnerability, guys. This is crazy. And the last mode, okay, so broken heart arrows. So if I do normal attacks here, let's see. It can inflict blind, minus 29.8 on 100% resist. That is insane. And then the attack, this is berserk. So you couple the nuke skill with the attack. Yeah, the enemy is never gonna touch you. Minus 25 to BTH, and then you have like another minus 30 blind. That's like minus 55 blind. If you stack it with like your ghost costume or something, yeah, the enemy is never going to hit you. Even if you use this costume, the enemy is going to have a very, very hard time hitting you. If you can stack it with something like your mandate spell, that's even better as well. So yeah, freaking crazy, insane, insanely good compression armor. For light, champion holy armor, because it is the best one out there. Very versatile, so many things you can do with it. There's no reason to use any other light armor in my opinion right now. And then for darkness, I was thinking between this and the Dark Invader armor. I really wanted to include Dark Invader inside of this build, but there just wasn't enough space. I had to include Infernal. Wait, no, Dark Invader was energy. Oh yeah. So yeah, my no drop is already energy and darkness. Spell Singler's Obsidian Cloak, for how much it offers, like the versatility that it gives, the gases that's compressed inside of there, the burst spells that's compressed inside of there, is really just too good to pass up in my opinion. So I had to keep this here. There's no other way around it. Best darkness armor in the game by far. No reason to run anything else in my opinion. So these two, excuse me, I definitely must have for almost every single build. So for pets, I don't really think I changed much. Okay, so fire, underwhelming. I was thinking between this and maybe Silas, but I decided to add both in the end. Okay, I'll go through that later. Because underwhelming, the utility to be able to stop your enemy from using SP attack, yeah, it's just too good, so I had to have it. Comitoid Jelly for the super strong heals. And then we have Fey Wanderer for Panic Eat, and of course the super strong heals as well. Thunderlord's Ravens for the energy burn and the normal damage. Normal damage not that great, but the energy burn is kind of nice. Shiny Wuzard, Sleep, not that useful against bosses, but Earth Elevon, very strong. Okay, Spotter Drake. So this one is for status potents, or I can do extra 50% wind damage. Best wind pet in the entire game, hands down. Royal Cake Pet, because of its utility. No, this does not take 20 turns to charge. Okay, you can charge in battle to gain 20 charges at one shot. So yeah, you can heal, you can block, you get a shield, you get extra strength, you get extra intellect. This also acts as like a BTH boost as well if you want. So very useful, and you can also get celerity. So yeah, so many ways of getting celerity in this build. I love it. And then for darkness, I chose to go with Silas. Silas compresses both fire and dark, so that's actually really good. If I don't want underwhelming, I can use Silas for pure damage. You can see here, it will inflict Elevon on the foe. Okay, so yeah, now it defaults to darkness if they are both the same. So yeah, very good. You can look at that. Element at it gives fire and darkness Elevon. So yeah, double Elevon, very, very strong. Compare this with Chopo Shield as well. I also wanted to include Malicious Devil Vampire inside of this build purely for the Vampire Bat Swarm, but again, I'm out of slots. I just couldn't manage to stuff it in. So yeah, we're just gonna have to use this with Chopo Shield, and we'll just leave it as that. I would stuff it in if we had more slots, but we don't, so yeah, it's just going to be like that, but it's still very strong. Okay, then for the spells, okay, the damage, the 4 burst spells, Destruction Burst, Cycerus Teleport Booth, Arctic Tornado, and Creation Burst. So 4 standard burst spells, strongest damaging spells in the game. The reason why I chose to go with them is because I want to nuke them with spells, and if they are still alive, then I switch over to my ranged weapons. That was why I decided to go with the burst spells. This build is aimed at hitting hard. So you'll hit hard in the first phase with the Mage bursting, and then you'll hit hard in the second phase if the monster is still alive with the increased damage from ranged weapons. That was my whole idea of the build, going super duper offensive. Okay, and then we have for the utility spells, Invincible Star, the best defensive spell in the game in my opinion. Super duper good. You can use it to basically offset any attack. If you're going into a boss battle blind, this is fantastic for the enemy's first SP attack. You don't know what they'll hit you with, doesn't matter, just cast Invincible Star and you'll survive. Next up, Siphon for the healing. Okay, I don't really use this a lot because I prefer to use potions, but if I'm using Mega Soaker, then I may want to conserve my potions a bit more and maybe default to Siphon. Okay, so heals based off damage style, I definitely want to boost my damage before using this. Next up, Arms of the Dragon Guard. So I was considering between this spell and the, what was the other spell? I can't really remember, but yeah, in the end I decided to go with Arms of the Dragon Guard for the hyper crit. I can honestly use both the MP or the SP version since I'm dexterity trained, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, this one giving my character Lucky Strike, so it's very nice for damage boosting. And then last but not least, definitely had to have Creature 72 for Panic. I had, because I'm running the Fey armor, I'm also running Fey Wanderer. Like, you just had to have some form of panic infliction inside the build. Right now I'm thinking of replacing the Destruction Burst with Seeing Red, because it will give more, what do you call that, synergy, the current panic build. I am not super confident of Creature 72 always inflicting panic, simply because, you know, the sub against like level 150 monsters, I have learned from my previous build that it's actually not as great as when you test it out against combat practice trainer. So that's also a downside. That being said though, because of the way pet BTH is working out now, pet and guest BTH, having 250 dexterity is equivalent to having 250 charisma in terms of pet and guest BTH. So that's actually a good thing for me that they haven't revamped that. On top of that, I also have 250 luck, which also adds on to pet BTH. So I have slightly more than half of the total pet and guest BTH that you can get from stats. And I think that's actually really good and works out very well for this build. Okay, so for spells, I was thinking of getting, oh yeah, Runic Binding. That was another empowerment spell, but since I'm running 250 luck, I think Arms of the Dragon Guard will probably serve me a bit better. Okay, with regards to the Haunted Weapon, let me just check if I have the Haunted range version. I probably don't have it. Let me just double check here. Lost Talent, nope. No. Yeah, I will probably have to go and farm for that, but that is fine. And yeah, that's it for the build. Let's go ahead and test out this build. Like I said, I'm still looking for suggestions, so if you guys have any ideas on what you guys would like to see, feel free to let me know down in the comment section below. And this build does not have endurance, so I have to be a bit more careful when going into battle. Like, I don't want to take too much damage, but we'll try out with Infernal Champion against a water monster. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so we'll switch to Fey Wanderer here, and we'll see how the infliction rate is like. So let's bring out my Creature 72. Panic, and then we have Optical, obviously. Oh, and then weapons, we will have our Infernal Champion's armaments, and then shields. I'm going to bring out Eternal Champion's Defiance for the potency. Let's go. Oh, miss. What? 2 misses? What the heck? 90. Okay, that was not very good. Oh, only 76. Yikes. Okay, yeah, cause it didn't. Okay, there's still the panic there. Okay, you can see that the damage is not that good because range damage takes a while to build up. So while I'm doing this, what I can do is I can do this. Oh wait, I didn't even turn on all of this. Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't even turn on all of this. Okay, let me just turn on all of that. So I can do Destruction Burst first. So for the burst damage up front, and then Pangas is going to heal and inflict the panic. Oh, look at all that panic stack. Oh my god, look at that. And because of Optical, yeah, guys, this is just crazy. Destruction Burst again. The burn, I'm not too bothered. It's nice to have, but the whole point I don't really think is so much on the burn. And ooh, I'm going to hit my gold cap soon. Okay, but never mind. Let's face off against Volcano Zard right now. Okay, so this guy, water at only 80%. Darkness is 60. Okay, let's see how well we do with this one. Let's go. Let me get more. Oh, Miscellaneous items, I forgot to go through this. Oh my god. Okay, miscellaneous items, Essence of Pixel Eater, no change because resource conversion items are very scarce. And because I no longer have 250 endurance, I think it's even more important that I'm getting the best bang out of my buck for resource conversion. So I'm still running the level 5 Essence Orb. Prime Chaos Orb because it's just super useful. The Elemental Scrambling and the extra damage boost, yeah, can't pass that up. Shadow Feeder Pendant for the celerity, a must-have in every build in my opinion. Ziffinity Gauntlet Power for the Universal Elivound, again another damage boosting item. Bag of Mixed Nuts for the versatility, Optical for the pet and gas, for the pet Lucky Strike, sorry, and then Blood Contract for the strongest damage boost available. But normally I would be running Optical. I'm thinking of swapping out Blood Contract to something that is more useful because damage wise, I think most of the time I will be running Optical. So yeah, I was thinking of switching that to something else. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions on what I should switch to. Let's see, eats that again. There we go. Yeah, the SP heal isn't that fantastic. Why not? Okay, let's do Essence Orb. Yeah, the SP heal is always bad. I don't know why. I can switch to Comitoid Jelly if I wanted to. But we'll see. We'll continue sticking with this. Let's go. I'm not using the spell right now because I wanted to see this get, you know, as many stacks as possible and see how highly we can do this. Oh, there we go. 438114. I'm going to need a bigger SP heal. Come on, man. So yeah, I was thinking Seeing Red. What do you guys think? Will Seeing Red be better because I can inflict panic? Okay, let me try Seeing Red. The thing about Seeing Red is I think it's based off fire resist. So against fire element monsters, it's not going to be that good. That being said, I do have, you know, Prime Chaos Orb, so I can always fall back on that to change the resistances if I'm in a pickle. Yeah, maybe I will do that. Okay, let's see. For spells, what should I replace here? Should I replace Destruction Burst? I kind of want the 4 damage spells. That's the thing. I already have... Okay, you know what? I think I'm going to replace Destruction Burst. I do have a Darkness Nuke inside, in Grand Haunting, inside of the... What do you call it? Inside of my Necromancer armor. So I don't need a Darkness Nuke. Okay, Fire Nuke. Seeing Red isn't the most damaging spell, but I guess it's good synergy with the Panic. And it allows me to, you know, not take as much damage. So I guess that's nice. Okay, nice. We'll test it out against this guy. For the champion. Excuse me. So shield will bring this out and weapon will bring this out, and then let's go ahead and do optical first, and then we'll do Seeing Red. Let's look at the panic. Okay, first up, let's look at the damage. Keep in mind I'm doing 20% more damage because of the resistances. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of panic stacked. Oh, god damn it, I forgot to change the pet. Okay, damn. Okay, never mind, let's try that again. That was embarrassing. Okay, switch back to optical, and then oops, should be doing Seeing Red instead. Oh, come on, he dodges everything. 102 MRM, no wonder. 423, 440, nice. And then let's do Seeing Red one more time. So this one reduces damage, and then after we stack a whole bunch of panic on the guy, and he's not dealing any significant damage, we can switch over to offense and nuke with Elivound. So let's heal our resources first, come on. Oh, no lucky heal, damn it. Why is it so bad? Give me more lucky heals, come on. Okay, nice, so we got a lot of panic right now. There we are. Oh, okay, 405, nice. So maybe if I use Comitoid, it might be better. And now I think what we can do is we can switch over to Tropo Shield. And for gas, let me see. Gas, Web Hire, right? Yeah, Web Hire Bats, Wolf Bat Swarm. Okay, so Wolf Bat Swarm over here. And then we can go back into Infernal Champion. And then we can go ahead and use Seeing Red again. So we are getting a lot of potency right now. 153. Not the best, not the worst. 99. Again, not the best, not the worst. So we are getting Ellie Bound. Did we get Ellie Bound? I don't know. I can't even see it. Let's do Crush. Oh, he endured. Damn it. Wow, how did he endure that? That's okay. So we gain back our SP now because our pet isn't doing a good job. Come on, damn you. Do a better job, please. Let's just attack. Nice, okay. So we got the Ellie Round. Yeah, I just can't see it. I just can't see it. 135. 113. Not as good. Yeah, Fate Wanderer is probably better, though you do have to rely on the crit from the Optical Mist. If you don't crit, then it's probably slightly worse than Comitoid Jelly. So let's attack. We have more than enough panic, so we can just let it eat all the panic. I don't really care. $558. Okay, nice. It's healing a lot of MP though. So I guess we can just keep bursting with the MP that we have. So seeing red again. $558. Oh, okay, not enough SP to upkeep. So yeah, you can see here I'm having a bit of trouble with the SP if the stuff doesn't inflict or if my Fate Wanderer doesn't crit on the heal. But you know what? These are very small problems. I can always switch back to Comitoid if I wanted more reliable healing, or I can switch back to using Fate if I wanted like stronger healing. I can also use Infinitia Staff if I want to. I'll just show you guys, okay? So Infinitia Staff, okay, I will run, let's see, I will run this, like this. Okay, pet and guess. And let me see here, Infinitia, we want Silas. Okay, so I'm going to do Power Gauntlet first. Oops, not enough SP. So Power Gauntlet, Crush. I'm going to do Bag of Mixed Nuts for the damage boost. And I am going to Essence Orb. Let's try and do Shadow Feeder Pendant. Let's get Celerity. Okay, nice, we got it. And then we can do Blood Contract, and you can see how much SP you are going to restore here. No, we can do Arms of the Dragon Guard first. Yeah, for the Hyper Crit. Okay, oh yeah, I forgot this guy is 0%, right? Okay, 120%, nice. So Blood Contract, and then now we attack. So we should be healing quite a fair bit. Ellie Round, okay, Ellie Round again. Yeah, this is also a FD armor, so it's not the strongest. Oh, but look at the damage. Yeah, look at that. Healing back all the SP already. So I have so many good sources of SP regeneration. So I literally don't really have to worry much. Look at that. I can use this to heal back. I can use my pets to heal back. So yeah, many sources. Don't have to worry about running out of SP. Bam. Oops, I didn't have the toggles on. Is that why? Yeah, okay, there we go. So let's do Shadow Feeder again. And then do we still have the Universal Ellie Round? No. Damage, Power, Crush. Excuse me. So you need SP to heal SP, guys. Blood Contract. Arms of the Dragon Guard. And then now we attack. Boom. Look at that. And oh, the monster is already dead. So guys, all in all, I think this is a pretty fun build. Let me know if you have any suggestions. And that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed the first episode of the Season 6 of Nostalgia Quest. If you have, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. And of course, subscribe to this channel if you guys would like to see more such future content. Till the next time, I'm your host, Caravan Gaming. Peace out.